Do you ever find yourself wondering what it's like to get paid to do what you love? Do you find yourself doubting that's even possible? Well, what if I told you that it is possible? That yes, it is possible to channel your greatest passion, your purpose, and turn it into a profitable, thriving, full-time career right from your laptop. We're going to dive into the world of online businesses, but more specifically, how to launch an awesome online lifestyle business, or the term coined by Miguel Hernandez, a blizz, an online business that generates enough income to sustain a great lifestyle by providing real honest value to its clients. The essential steps to starting a blizz are 1. Ideate. 2. Build MVP. 3. Validate. 4. Promote. These steps can all be broken down into finer details, so let's get started. In the most simplest form, success comes from passion. If we take a look at Steve Jobs, he says, "People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing." And it's totally true. The reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. Now that's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. Now, aside from knowing and finding what your passion is, there's a few fundamentals we need to lay down. Let's take a look at the different types of businesses to better understand the opportunities that await you and your passion. Now, looking through this list, think to yourself, what am I passionate about? What do I like to do that I'm good at? Where can I fit that in to one of these businesses? Now, moving on to the most desirable aspect of the hustle is the passive income. I mean, isn't that what we're all looking for? Getting paid, doing what we love to do, getting paid. So you definitely need to think about how you're going to achieve your income. There's a couple of ways you can do one-time payments versus subscriptions. Here are 6 tips to maximize success. 1. Focus on a real-world problem. So if we apply this to Odyssey 3D, we are not in the market to make 3D just for money. That's not our focus. The real-world problem here is that real estate agents don't know how to market, period, let alone log into their Facebook. So that right there is a real-world problem that Odyssey 3D is focusing on. 2. Be passionate about solving that problem. Again, always going back to passion. Without passion, you will fail. 3. Don't work alone. Get help. Co-founders are always a great idea. Once again, if you work alone without ever getting help, you're more likely to fail. 4. Find a mentor with industry experience. You're always going to need someone to guide you, somebody who can have your back when anything comes through. 5. Get user feedback early while you're starting out. It's definitely great to know how you're doing so you can know where you're headed. And 6. Always think long term. Ask yourself, when you're trying to figure out the core of your business, what is the idea? What is the problem being solved? Who has this problem? How do we resolve it? What is the business model? How can I make money? And how much? What is the competition like? What separates you from the competition? What are the potential challenges that will cause this idea to fail? What resources will you need? So once you get down to answering those questions, you're ready for the next step, which is an MVP. I'm sure you're eager to get your first sale, but there are some things to consider first. Choosing and buying a domain name, creating a website, installing WordPress, creating a landing page, and driving traffic there. There are many ways to drive traffic there, whether that's organic search, newsletters, social media, referral, and paid ads. Also, make sure to use Google Analytics to track traffic and where it's coming from and what visitors are actually doing on your website. This is crucial to know how your business is doing and again, to think ahead and kind of visualize where your business is going. 3 important things you need to do very well in order to work on your business and not in your business are document, delegate, and automate. This will save you a huge amount of time, and in the long run, it will cut down on costs. I mean, you might have to spend some money on software, but it's well worth it in the long run. Applying this to Odyssey 3D again, look at how Zapier helped us, especially with our booking. Marketing is crucial when it comes to running your own blizz or any business these days. Once you've created the product, if you can't get people to be aware that the product exists, then there's no way you're going to sell it. An important concept to understand is the sales funnel. The funnel shows you exactly how your marketing efforts work towards your income. The reason why it looks like a funnel is because not all people that have interest at the beginning through your marketing efforts are going to become paying customers. Don't forget about accounting. It may be boring and it may be tedious, but your business cannot operate without it. I'm not saying you need to be an accountant or some financial guru, but definitely know your basics. Eventually, once you have the revenue, you can hire someone to help you keep track. Some fundamentals to know are bookkeeping versus accounting, single entry versus double entry bookkeeping, cash versus accrual accounting, accounts payable versus accounts receivable, assets, liabilities, equity, and reading a balance sheet. When you've made revenue and start to scale, you're going to want some help, and that comes with a cost. You have two options, hiring and contracting. There are pros and cons to both. Hiring. Some pros are loyalty, cheaper per job, high availability, permanent delegation, less training. Cons. You have to pay them benefits, healthcare, and vacation time. You still have to pay them during slower business times. They're harder to fire, payroll paperwork legally required, and you're responsible for training these employees. Contracting. Pros. Cheaper in the long term, greater flexibility, easier to fire, no need to train, and less paperwork. Cons. Less loyalty, lower availability, less control over their work, brand dilution, and copyright ownership. Final thing to think about is project managing. This is the process and activity of planning, organizing, motivating, controlling resources, procedures, and protocols to achieve your business goals. If there was no project management, your business would be a sinking ship. Well, there's your inside scoop on how you too can launch an awesome online lifestyle business. I'm Christiana Machado, and I'll see you next time.